Good morning, everybody. I'm Broward County Commissioner Stacy Ritter here at the Tamarack Diner Cafe at the corner of Top Hill and McNabb, where we are. Well, actually, we used to come regularly on a certain day every week. Now we're all over the place, but we're here today, and I have a really special guest that trying to get Bertha Henry to a date is like trying to book Angelina Jolie for some kind of charity organization, a charity fundraiser. I think, because I think this is the busiest woman in person in Broward County. I'm really pleased because we have with us this morning the Broward County Administrator Bertha Henry, who I just adore. I think she's smart, and I know she's dedicated. Wouldn't want to do your job for $1 million a year, which of course
I wouldn't want to do your job, I assure you.
If you were getting paid $1 million a year, we'd certainly hear about that. She's not getting paid $1 million a year. But I wanted Bertha to come. Bertha knows more about county government than I think anybody does. And you've been with Broward County for how long? From the beginning?
From the beginning. I've been with Broward County since 1996.
And then you left for a little while.
I took a 20-month hiatus down in Miami and returned, and I've been here ever since. And I've been here ever since.
And what's really wonderful is that, aside from the fact that you're a smart and dedicated person, having a strong woman at the head of Broward County government, I just love that. And I think because Broward's such a progressive county, it's just amazing. So I'm going to have a love fest with Bertha because I really do have absolute confidence, 150% in her ability to lead this county and administrate it. I wanted to talk today specifically about the budget, though. We've had, in my almost 5 years as a county commissioner, some ups and some downs. And 5 years ago when I got to the county commission, where were we budget-wise?
Well, 5 years ago, from a property tax perspective, we were $230 million richer. And we had a myriad of services that our public just absolutely adored. And we were very excited. I mean, it didn't mean that we weren't innovative. As you know, this organization prides itself on coming up with new things to do and to be as efficient as we can be. So things were going along very well. I felt like we were very good stewards of the public's dollar, and things were rocking along.
You know, when I got to the Broward County Commission in 2006, I told this story everywhere I go. People are probably sick of hearing it, but I've been a Broward County resident since 1974.
Okay.
And spent 8 years in the legislature, and it wasn't until I became a Broward County Commissioner that I knew and understood all the wonderful things Broward County government did for its residents. And I've been here for 30 years.
I know, it's fascinating. Part of it's our fault. When you fly into Fort Lauderdale, you see Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood International Airport, and sometimes we say at Dania Beach.
Right.
And
Not anymore.
and if you are cruising and you're going out of Port Everglades, you hear Port Everglades. Most people don't know that those are services of Broward County government. And most people, when they think about their services, of course, they know their parks, their libraries. They know about the human services that we provide, but there are so many other services. Most people don't understand that when we have a mosquito infestation, there's Broward County government. When there are hurricanes and the planning and the preparation for that, that's Broward County government. And of course, the municipalities participate, but we have such a wide variety of services that we provide with the limited dollars that we have, that most people are usually very amazed at that when they do find out.
As was I. Yeah. So we had $230 million richer. Then the bottom fell out of the economy. And how have we declined from 2006 to what will be the beginning of a fiscal year, a new fiscal year in a couple of weeks?
Well, there was a time when our general fund operations were in the $1.3 billion range. We're now down to around $900 million. And it doesn't seem like a big drop, but it is huge when you look at that. The service demands continue.
They're probably actually more.
Well, absolutely.
Because as people lose their jobs, they rely on their government for more services, and government cuts because of the loss in the economy?
Well, I have to tell you that, again, I said I wouldn't have your job, but the Board of County Commissioners really understand that there's a balancing act, that there are people who are hurting in the community, and a reduction in property taxes go a long way to help them make ends meet. At the same time, there's a lot of clamoring for don't cut my transit, leave my parks open. We need that social safety net, don't cut human services anymore. So it's truly a balancing act, and you push us one way, we try to push back, and we lose.
Not true, not always.
We lose most times, but I say that affectionately because I do think that the organization, we tend to rise to a challenge. So the challenge was out there, and we had, as we were preparing ourselves for this downturn in the economy and the opportunity to come back, we had to balance. There were some service reductions. We did close our parks a couple of days a week. It wasn't punitive to the public. We picked the least utilized days of the park usage to do that. And in the summertime, when the kids were out, the parks were open. So we tried to do it in a responsible way, and we felt very comfortable that we were doing that. But the public and the visitors to our community kept saying, but I want to be there 7 days a week. So we had to open them back up. So I'm proud to say in this coming budget, the parks will now be open 363 days a year.
Closed only on 2 days. What?
It's what they refer to as Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, and Christmas Day. Those are the two, again, from a perspective of people utilizing the park, those are the two holidays that are least utilized in our system.
So how is it that through all of the pain that we've experienced, and with it getting a little better but not a lot better, we were able to reopen the parks after having had to close them?
Well, we're going to open the parks. We're not going to have all of the services that we used to have, but as we talk to our customers, and our customers would rather be able to come and entertain themselves than not be able to come at all. So we will have some of the offices hours shortened, probably some not open at all on certain days.
Closed, the least utilized restrooms.
Right. If you're out in the far reaches of the park where you don't have a lot of utilization, we may close those and shift people to the more active areas of the park. We are creating more no-mow areas in the park. So no-mow. We don't cut the grass in those areas.
That's
so
not M-O-M-O. That's actually no mowing.
No mowing. And so we call it no-mow.
No-mow.
But
I know the signs are really adorable.
They are, and they have an ecological benefit. Number one, you're not mowing the grass, and you're not putting things in the environment that are related to mowing the grass, but you're also bringing natural habitats back. So when the grass is a little higher and there's a little water, and we create more natural habitats, and people like that too. So we're doing that.
Tell me how many jobs were lost in Broward County government?
Under the county commission, about 1,300.
So we're down 1,300.
We're down 1,300 employees.
And you have. So people are doing more. Cross-training and
people are doing more with less. One of the challenges that the county commission gave us was, look, we do not want to be a major contributor to the unemployed in this county. So yes, you need to cut the budget, and you need to not lay people off. So I'm really proud to say that even though we've eliminated 1,300 positions, very, very, very few of those, and I can probably count them on two hands and still have a little finger left, what people that we were just not able to find something to match their skills. But it's long-term planning. We've had hiring freezes.
We're going to come back and we're going to talk about it. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back with Broward County Administrator Bertha Henry.